All right, good morning. I have no clue what I'm gonna say, but just gotta get familiar with it. Just gotta get comfortable, you know, just improve day by day. First of all, happy 2019 to all you guys that haven't received enough of it yet. You could say it's gonna be a good year, but if I'm totally honest, my emotions hasn't been matching that vibe. But somehow today I was able to get a better feel of, just playing everything. And I've also been really legit, genuinely excited for this year. And not because, the year is changing, but also because, I'm getting closer to ending one chapter and starting another one. I've been planning for a longer time now. And while last year has been a lot of just not planning things and just going for, I also just would really already want to be in that time when you know a little bit more about what's next. So this whole time has been teaching a lot, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's still gonna go on for some time, which I'm open for, as I every day see how it's still giving me things, giving me insight of things that I wouldn't necessarily think of, even just a couple of days ago. So this whole time has been dedicated to just really, getting down to who I am as a person, and just, taking my time, just really with no rush, to just get to know myself better, understand how do I work, and what makes me function best, because there's been a lot of inefficiency, you could say, and just plain struggle and fighting for survival that really showed new things that I wouldn't necessarily think of, which are really important. Because now, if you take my life for the past however many years, it's kind of been a straight line, even though that no life is just a straight line. But it's also been really easy without too big of challenges, and I kind of got things, everything fell in my way. Of course I did the groundwork, of course I studied my ass off, of course I stayed up working when everybody else was doing their thing. But it was also a lot of easy paths taken, and just the simple risks, and a lot of determination as well. So I always knew what I wanted to do, and then I just got to it. And that's what makes this time so great, that you don't necessarily know what you're supposed to be on. And I don't know what type of person you are, but this is how I see it. I'm really driven by getting things done and just seeing constant improvement in, doing these great big things and just, if I don't see progress, I get bored and I want to switch up. And so it's a lot of lacking patience. But I used to be really good. I really big on self-discipline. Just plain understanding that if I give this thing away, and if I'm able to, take myself away from that, those little, wants, then I'll get the greater stuff in return later on. And I was really big on that, and I can say that really works. It's really a real thing. But now, during this, however long period of just plain whole last year, it's been a lot of effort, but because I'm starting once again from kind of ground zero with whatever I know, it's just been so frustrating that sometimes I just drop down into this bucket of fear, a bucket of, what if this shit never happens? What if things will never get better? And what if this and that? And you know that little voice, we all have it, but it's just been so fucking loud, and it's been taking a lot of my energy to just deal with that voice. And for that, I haven't been able to be so present, or I just kind of got into my own shell and just in that survival mode. But sometimes being in that survival mode, makes you see things the new way, and to do different and new things, you need different perspective, and I'm grateful for that. And bottom line, this whole journey has been teaching me so much that you can't trade it for nothing. And my mindset really, changed like already, a couple months in. It kind of went from, all right, I have this amount of time to make it, and just, make these big things again, start doing. But it really wasn't that. It actually was me learning to live with myself when, these crazy big things are not happening, and just plain learning to appreciate life as it is, and just taking joy of other things as well. And it's been really hard. And once again, been learning to really just bring up new ways that haven't been, essential core. I just haven't, some things that I'm not so familiar with. So I'm still battling with a lot of things. I'm trying to stay as honest as I can. I'm trying to, these little things, just trying to understand yourself more, and then kind of focus your energy on those things. So it's been a lot of that. You know, trying to learn how to explain my thoughts more and just kind of understand. You know, I've always been a very big observer, so whatever goes around, I'll always know. I'll always, keep my eyes in 100 directions. So it's not about that, but it's just accepting those things sometimes, and just taking the time to say, all right, I'm not the best at this. This I can do really well, but it doesn't matter if I'm not able to, tackle these few things, then whatever I have, it's not gonna go the way that I want. So while I might excel in a lot of things, and just that's the way how I've always been, I just kind of learn this thing, learn this thing, just always just have that perfectionist in mind where you want to see something come alive, and you have this perfectly drawn out vision that it's really hard to give to somebody else to just kind of do it for you. So you learn how to do it yourself. And we as humans, we can't do everything by ourselves. We need to start trusting each other. We need to start just really giving each other more love for things, and just if this person is great at this, then let them be great at that. It's been a big fight for me to just kind of let others be involved, and just kind of let people inside of your head, and just let them dig that, let them be involved, and just together you can build these things. But despite all of that, dark talk and just acknowledging what might be wrong, I'm still hella grateful. I'm being so happy. And of course, when things are not the straight line, it's gonna take a lot of your energy. So don't focus on that. Just focus on what matters, and it's really something that differs for everybody else. Like it's not the same thing for every soul. We all have our own things that we need to work on, and this whole trip has given me insight on that. We really need to go inward to actually bring our greatest gifts to life. Just we really need to understand on what is it that we need to do, and what is it that we need to work on before we can start fixing other people's problems. It's always so much easier to see flaws in different people, but once you're really able to just go inward and be in silence, and just really enjoy the moment, and just really observe yourself, it can give you a lot of new views. So 2019 despite all emotion, I'm really excited for it. And as many of you might know, how I used to be all in the party scenes and in DJing, and having my last few New Year's be changed in a box in a room without no windows, and just running the party, which has been cool. It was really interesting and very valued to actually climb up this mountain with my friend and just stay silent for a whole hour, just be in prayer and meditation, and just taking in whatever, and just opening your eyes in 2019 and seeing the whole city just blow up with these beautiful fireworks, and after that just going your way and just enjoying the moment. So thank you for that time. It really worked as a time to just focus on myself and just fixing simple things that might not be things that might not be that just sustainable. So while it is a beautiful view, I'm still missing home, and also realizing that I do not belong in one place. And I guess that's been why I've always kind of been going towards touring and visiting different cities and countries. And I've had a good run of different cities, like even Finland. Like I've pretty much been in every small town possible, like during these 6 years and 7 years or something, in like 18 countries. I really appreciate those times in these different environments, because they teach so much about life and teach so much about how different we are. And it's you even start appreciating home more. Like could somebody bring me some Ruisleben, man? Just appreciating these small details. I don't know what to say. So if you're still listening, watching, I really appreciate you. Whatever that you're going through, I'm always here. I do not claim that I'm able to fix everybody's problems, but I guess I'm just driven to share whatever I go through, and I'm still working on the process and just the toolkit. So that's why I'm just filming myself and just talking to the camera that I once was too afraid to talk to. So everybody got to start somewhere, and just believe that you can, whatever you're trying to do, you can always start that now, and you don't have to be perfect from the gate. And that's a big thing for me, especially for a perfectionist who's always trying to just even now these things that I already I need to put these things out. I've been working for stuff for so long that I'm losing my interest, and that's a big deal. So I guess I want to leave you with that thought and a challenge to really just take a 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Just kind of stay silent and just, figure out what is it that, you know, what are the few parts that keep you driving. What do you need? Like, what kind of an environment do you need to, be happy, to be fulfilled, to just, do great stuff? What kind of a people do you need around you? All those things, like, just stay true to yourself. And I believe that's a big key, on just really understanding and really getting to those best results, is to fine-tune this life experience to your own needs first, before you can, start solving other people's problems. You really just gotta, say master yourself, but just really understand your own motives and understand how do you work, and then just really respecting those qualities, because that is what makes you unique and special, and I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with that, and feel free to connect, and I'm always here, even when I might be a little distanced. It's just who I am as a person. Just need that quiet time sometimes to stay functioning, but at least I'm trying. So I hope you have a beautiful 2019. Have a beautiful year, have a beautiful day, a week, month, whatever it might be. Just go at it. There is no perfect time to start. You just gotta get to it. All right. I'll talk to you soon.